Hey, hey, hey. Ho, ho, ho. What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Thomas Christ. This is a hangout show for Christmas time. It's the Christmas. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy holidays. And happy Hanukkah, because that's starting out. That's starting tonight. Starting right now, really. Anyway, let's say hello. We got Leela on the phone with some local friends being here soon. All right. And Allegratilla, welcome. We got Jade Star, loves the ho ho ho's. Semtex Cow, Merry Christmas to you. Zippy and friends, say Merry Christmas and Happy Rabonica. I think we might need some explanation on that one. David Cartret, hello and Merry Christmas to you. Anybody else that's out there in internet land watching, be curious to hear if anybody got any studio gear or anything for Christmas. I sure as hell did not. Hello, lovely wife Amelia downstairs. All right. So yeah, I didn't really get anything for the holidays. I got to watch earlier today as my Pittsburgh Steelers got destroyed by the Kansas City Chiefs 29-10. Ah, that's lovely. I hate football on Christmas, especially when you lose. That's the worst. But anyway, but Leela did a great show. We had Leela on earlier. Jade had a premiere a little bit ago. There was some great sounds in the new Soundbox pack. What is that called? Like Morphia, I think. Very cool. I could use that in some industrial music, so I like that. I'm probably gonna have to plop down some hard earned for that Soundbox shiznit. What's up, Granny? Heathen Granny 666. Merry holidays, happy Christmas to you as well. And so what are we going to be doing here today? Well, like I said, if you have any gifts or anything that you want to talk about, anything cool that you got for your studios and stuff, let me know. Other than that, Frank, hey Frank, what's up? Oh, we suffered together. That's the life of a Steelers fan, especially this time of year. I swear to God, they could hand the Lombardi Trophy to the Steelers, and they would probably like slip and fall and drop it on the ground or something. Oh man, maybe they'll turn it around though. There's still time. We're in the playoffs. We're in the playoffs. Anything can happen. Maybe we get matched up on the road with Houston, and they're not looking too great right now. Last I saw, they were losing 17-2 to Baltimore. Oh my. But yeah, so yeah, if you got any any cool Christmas gifts or anything you want to throw in the chat, let us know. Other than that, 31-2 now. Yeah, that's about what I expected. But other than that, we're gonna look at some weird news and some music news, and some of it actually overlaps, which is interesting. Because I just I put in about like a minute of prep into this show, maybe 5 minutes. Hey, Tremor Bear, yeah, that's the thing. That's the thing with KC, man. They're I thought it was gonna be another one of those games where where it's close the whole time and they win by a field goal somehow or something, but not quite. They're ramping it up for the playoffs now. Hey Roque, what's up? Merry Christmas to you as well. Welcome. All right. So we'll look at some of that. We'll look at some music news, and then I have a couple special things to go out with. We'll be here about maybe an hour today. Not a super long show. So let's start this off. Let's look at some of this news. I don't really know what order we're going to do this in, but where there was one that I saw. Where is it? All right. Let's see. Let's give you this so you can see this. Hopefully, there we go. Look at that. We can see it. Here we go. KFC turns iconic chicken bucket lid into playable vinyl record. Oh yeah, Jade Star scored an iPhone 13 Pro, 6 bottles of vape with Nick, a big blue button of Doom, and a set of night vision goggles from Kmart that are terrible but hilarious. That's awesome. Thank you so much, Heathen Granny. Really appreciate the super chat. $5. You are amazing. You are awesome. Not a heathen at all. All right. Let's take a look at, let's find out about this KFC lid that is a playable vinyl record. Because what the hell is that all about? So here we go. KFC is giving away vinyl records as a way to drum up business throughout the holiday season. What is on KFC's vinyl record? Coming into 2024, vinyl record sales have been on an upswing, even overtaking CD sales for the most part at one point. Well, yeah, because CDs, like, who the heck has a CD player? Hey, Mark's GAS station, welcome, happy Merry Christmas. Tremor Bear, Feliz Navidad, what's up? And Michael Thompson, Merry Christmas to you as well. Merry Christmas to everybody that I haven't said Merry Christmas to yet about 15,000 times. But no, seriously, hope you're all having a great day or had a great day because, you know, it's already Boxing Day for some folks. But yeah, that hasn't stopped KFC from using vinyl records to get people excited about its buckets of chicken. Anything to get people excited about buckets of chicken. Hello to Omni Collective Creativity. Merry Christmas. In a social media-based promotion unveiled this week, the fried chicken chain announced it is giving away bucket toppers that double as playable vinyl records. Each record contains a collection of Kentucky Fried Carols. Oh, wow. The Kentucky Fried Carols are pumping, including Jingle Bells, We Wish You a Merry Christmas, and Deck the Halls. Those just sound like standard Christmas carols to me. So no heavy music, which was to be expected. You didn't think they'd be doling out greasy records with King Diamond, King Diamond's No Presents for Christmas on it, did you? Well, that would have been. I think that would have been cool. Brad Example, Merry Christmas to you as well. Let's see here. So, quote from KFC in an Instagram post: "We transformed our iconic bucket to make the lid a playable record. Set the holiday mood with finger-licking good food and music all at once." Because that's what we want to do. We want to combine KFC and Christmas music. Sure, why not? According to KFC, the record is actually printed on paper lids like the ones you'd find on its buckets of chicken. This is wild. The lids were then covered in vinyl coating and etched to create a playable record. Wow. Well, there you go. Look at that. On the Collective is not excited for buckets of chicken. We're excited for mixing Casio sounds with GarageBand iOS, King of FM, and Warp by Baby Audio, Jordan Rudess style. Yeah. Hey, Take Two, drum covers, Merry Christmas. Oh, we got the official ad. Can I get this? I don't think there's any way for me to. All right. Let's see. We might be able to just find it. Let's see if we can find it. We'll come back. We'll come back to me for a second, and we'll find it. That's got to be pretty easy. Hey, Scary Garcia, King Diamond, perfect for buckets of chicken corpses. Yeah, right on. Merry Christmas, Scary Garcia. And Midnight Bandit, Merry Christmas to you as well. All right. Let's take a look here. All right. Let's see. I'm just going to go. I'm going to do it like this. Let's go to my channel. Don't start playing my show. Okay. I got the link from Jade. There we go. All right, here we go. Let's check this out. So thank you, Jade. You found it for us. Let's check out this. Let's check out this ad. This is what everybody's been asking for. Look at that. Look at that. It's pretty exciting stuff, really. The KFC bucket technology knows no bounds. We wish you a clucky Christmas. It's finger licking good. All right. Wow, that is something else. Let me tell you. Beautiful. Yeah, you get music and fake food. All right. That's pretty incredible. I don't know what that's all. So. Let's look at something else. So this one caught my eye. Texas A&M alumnus accidentally joins band. It is one of the albums of all time, indeed, Jade. This Texas A&M alumnus accidentally joins band. Says he pretended to play for 4 years. That is freaking awesome. So, here we go. A Texas A&M alumnus has gone viral after claiming he accidentally became a part of the university marching band and pretended to play an instrument for 4 years. In a TikTok video posted on Monday, Gerardo Juarez shared an unexpected journey from his undergraduate years. As a first-generation college student, he admitted to being unfamiliar with the process of preparing for his first semester in fall 2015. Okay. In an attempt to find the most affordable, this is such a convoluted story here. For affordable on-campus housing option, Juarez unknowingly selected a hall reserved for the university's Corps of Cadets. He said in a post, "I tried choosing the cheapest dorms, not knowing they were band dorms." He explained in the post. This included doing the Corps of Cadets, which I also didn't fully really understand until I got there. On-campus housing costs for the 24-25 academic year range from about $2,300 to $6,990 per semester. That's pretty expensive. However, as a member of the Corps, which is required for band membership, housing costs about $3,300 per semester. About a month before his first semester began, Juarez received an email about orientation for the Fightin' Texas Aggie Band, the nation's most traveled collegiate marching band, which boasts over 300 members. I had only played band in the 6th grade, but it was kind of late to find alternative housing, so I just showed up. He said in the post, during the orientation, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Let's get to the meat of this thing. Qualifications needed to pass an audition are strict, requiring both high school playing and marching band experience. So how did he get past that? Someone will come get you throughout the week. Juarez's ruse remained unnoticed for a while, but eventually his friends realized he wasn't playing. He said in a post, "You're not allowed to talk at all as a freshman." My buddy next to me figured it out. Sometimes freshman year, and then the rest of my buddies. It was funny at that point. Social media users were baffled by Juarez's story, asking how he managed to get away with faking instrumental skills for multiple years. In response, Juarez told users it was, quote, easier than you think, since the band plays military marching songs. Well, there you go. That turns out it's very easy to, fake it till you make it. Well, he faked it and kind of made it, but he got figured out eventually. Hey, Russ, Merry Christmas to you. Welcome. Learn to work the saxophone. I play what I feel. Drink Scotch whiskey all night long. Yeah, there you go. So that's pretty crazy. That's not when I heard band, I thought it was going to be like a rock band, but I didn't think about marching band. That's pretty fascinating. So I guess those marching band songs aren't that hard to play. All right. So, let's see what else we can find that's fun and interesting. Scientists are crafting fake whale poop and dumping it in the ocean. The artificial waste could fertilize the ocean and sequester carbon. Well, that would be great if that worked. Hey, Costa, welcome. I hope you had a happy Christmas, happy Boxing Day to you. So, scientists are crafting fake whale poop and dumping it in the ocean. The artificial waste could fertilize the ocean and sequester carbon. In the 20th century, people's demand for whale blubber is a fun word, and baleen drove industrial whalers to kill roughly 3 million whales, a whopping 99% of the world's large whale population. What the fuck? That's horrible. Why would we do that? The intensive hunting not only devastated ocean ecosystems, but it also dismantled a key mechanism for moving nutrients through marine food webs. As a result, the whalers built up an ecological debt that we have yet to pay off. Those ecological debts can be hard to pay off. I will admit that. As research over the past several decades has shown, whales play a critical role in bolstering ocean ecosystems. Many whale species feed in the depths of the ocean where prey is plentiful, but water pressure is immense. At depth, says David King, a chemist at the University of Cambridge in England, many whales find that their orifices are jammed shut. Wow, that's pretty fucked up. So, to properly relieve themselves, they head toward the surface where their defecations bring a steady flow of nutrients such as iron, nitrogen, and phosphorus to a part of the sea where typically in short supply. Real ecological Okay, so what are we doing here? All right. By the way, I want to say hello to Gortium, Merry Fishmas, and then Leela will have to explain Robonica to us. We need to know what that is. I'm still trying to get to the bottom of this article. It's very long, and Whale X though is not the only. Okay. Whale X, I guess they're calling it. In December 2021, Tanner and her team released 80 gallons, equivalent to one whale plume, of their specially formulated fake feces into the Tasman Sea off Australia's eastern coast. Now, Whale X is gearing up to disperse 5 whale plumes worth of nutrient-rich slop. I want to, I think I want to be in a band called Nutrient-Rich Slop. That sounds awesome. And in the Tasman Sea earlier next year, this time around, they'll be trialing a new technique. Where first test involved pumping the artificial poo directly into the sea from tanks aboard a boat. In 2025, the team will use 2 or 3 biopods, 16-foot-long cylinders filled with seawater and fake feces. After allowing phytoplankton to grow in a nutrient-rich bath inside the biopods for 7 days, they will release the contents into the ocean. That's pretty cool. There are legal considerations. That has approval from Australia's Department of Agriculture, Water, and the Environment to conduct tests. Well, yeah, because you don't want people just dumping random weird whale poop into the sea. That wouldn't be very cool. It's a Futurama thing. Okay, that explains why I have no idea what that is. Oh, jeez. So anyway, this sounds pretty cool. So yeah, if you take out all the whales, which you shouldn't do in the first place, you're gonna have to replace their feces, and so they're creating fake poop to do it. There's a world poop shortage. Well, we don't want to have that. Take care, Midnight Bandit. It was great to have you stop by. We have tons of shit over here if you need it. Just stop on by the United States of America. We'll supply you with all of it. And Japanese tried their best. Oh, jeez. All right, let's see what else we can find. Oh, there was something about a snowman. And I can't pass up things about a snowman. Oh, jeez. Oh, here we go. Snowman mascot hug prompts police response in Coeur d'Alene shopping area. Okay. The Coeur d'Alene Police Department is investigating an unusual incident involving a 16-year-old girl and a man dressed as a snowman at the shops in downtown Coeur d'Alene. Now, this is in Idaho, where the potatoes grow. According to police, the incident occurred on December 19th when officers responded to a report of battery at the downtown shopping area. Police say the victim was visiting the shops with her friends when she encountered the snowman mascot who was employed by the Lake CDA crews. In a press release, CDA police said the teenager had a severe fear of mascots and became visibly distressed as the snowman approached her with open arms. Despite her attempts to avoid contact by backing against the wall and shaking her head, the man in the snowman costume hugged her before fleeing friends. Before turning toward her fleeing friends. One of the victim's friends tripped while running away and struck her head. My goodness, this shame they didn't get some video of this, because this would be pretty wild. Although I kind of feel for the person a little bit. If you're a mascot and people are running or moving away from you, don't move toward them. Maybe that should be a policy that mascots have. The Secret Legacy says, whales pooping and humping in water is not affecting the ocean. It's those humans who create the most caca. Yeah, but you need the whale poop, apparently. Yeah, after the holiday suppers, there'll be plenty of pooping. But anyway, I think with this one, this is pretty crazy. Victim's parents were informed of the situation, but were undecided about pressing charges for battery. Police have identified and interviewed the suspect to ensure all necessary information is available if the victim decides to pursue legal action in the future. Authorities have emphasized there is no ongoing threat to the community. There is no ongoing threat of giant snowman mascots attacking you. It's just a one-shot deal. It'll never happen again, and that's pretty messed up. That's pretty messed up. But I do feel for the girl, because we don't know what's going on with people. But like, if they're moving away from you, then you probably should not move toward them, because that would be an indication of non-consent. So, yeah, I kind of sympathize with the girl, and I'm against the snowman. I think the snowman should be melted for that, because that's not cool. All right, we got Japanese politician. This one made me laugh out loud when I read this. Japanese politician threatens to send bears to people. Wants Looney Tunes style anti-bear bombs. All right, we got to find out about this one. What the hell? It's common for politicians to make promises about what they're going to provide their constituents with: prosperity, safety, or, in the case of Norihisa Satake, governor of Japan's northern Akita prefecture, his offer threat to provide people with bears. Well, it's different strokes for different people. It's how it goes. Let's back up a step. Early in the morning on November 30th, a bear broke into a supermarket in Akita City, attacking an employee who suffered injuries to the head and face. After the store was evacuated and sealed off, live capture cage traps were set up on December 1, and the following day the bear was caught, tranquilized, and called by electric shock. Since then, the Akita prefectural government has received 56 phone calls about the incident, with 24 of them expressing disagreement with killing the animal. When the subject of the phone complaints came up during a prefectural assembly budget committee meeting on Tuesday, the governor was asked how he would reply to the complaints, to which the 77-year-old politician answered, "If I received a phone call complaining about that, I would go into full intimidation mode and say to the person, 'Tell me your address, because I'm going to ship a bear to you. If you're worried about them, I'll send one to your house. Do that, and I think they'll hang up.' Adding, 'There's no need to talk with someone who won't understand.'" What? Bear attacks have been increasing concern. Where's the part about the Looney Tunes bombs? The question of what to do with wild animals that enter human spaces, especially those that have attacked people, is a complex one, most likely with no single absolutely correct answer. For Satake's preferred solution, though, he thinks it'd be great if someone developed some new bear fighting weapons for him. Continuing the Ursine discussion at the assembly meeting, Satake spoke on the difficulties of having human hunters use rifles to call bears in populated areas where stray bullets could injure people. "We could do things like have unmanned drones drop objects from above, or have the bears eat small explosive devices that we could detonate remotely once they're in the bears' stomachs." It's unclear whether Satake didn't also suggest painting pictures of tunnels on brick walls for bears to run into because the committee had to get back to discussing budget matters, or if it's just that the governor hasn't watched those Looney Tunes episodes yet. Oh my goodness. Well, there's a lot of ways to deal with bears. That's probably not the right way. Not tremor bears, though. These are like different bears. Hey, Paul Farrell, welcome. Great to have you here with us. Merry Christmas. All right, there was something. Let's see. There's something else I saw. Wasn't there something about a kangaroo? I swear there was something about a kangaroo. I don't want to miss this one. Of course, I won't be able to find it now because I'm live on the internet. All right. This is on Offbeat. This is on our Offbeat on Reddit. I looked at News of the Weird, but that one it had just a few articles, and then hello, Crow Alexander, Winnie the Pooh gone crackhead. No, there was something about a kangaroo wearing a diaper, and I wanted to find that one, but I'm not sure where that is. Let me just see something because it might have been on this other. Might have been on the other one. Is it on the other one? Let's see. Let's see here. Secret Legacy says we have roos about a 2-minute drive from house in a public park. Thank you, Leela. Yeah. Plenty of roux in the supermarket shelves. We eat our coat of arms. All right. Well, let me see if I can find that one. There's so many though. Well, we could do this one. This is from 2 months ago, but so this is actually music related. Oh, there you go. By the way, you can always do super chats, super thanks, super stickers, all that stuff. All right, so musician arrested for using AI songs in a bot army to scam Spotify for millions in royalties. And I'm not sure who I side with on this one already because I kind of can't stand AI music, but I also can't stand Spotify. And I love to see Spotify being scammed. So, let's take a look here. That's my vape. This is it's just tobacco. Nicotine. Is this the future of AI scamming? Michael Smith, a 52-year-old from Cornelius, North Carolina, allegedly used AI to automatically generate hundreds of thousands of songs that he then put on streaming services like Spotify, Apple Music, and Amazon Music. He's accused of using an army of bots to listen to the tracks that he created with no effort and likely no musical talent. Well, obviously, because it's AI. That netted him over $10 million in streaming royalties. Holy shit. Now Smith has been indicted for what the U.S. Attorney for the Southern District of New York and the FBI called a brazen fraud scheme. He's been charged with wire fraud conspiracy, wire fraud, and money laundering conspiracy. The scheme dates back to at least 2018 when Smith partnered up with AI music company and a music producer to mass produce an enormous catalog of tunes. He created several fake accounts to spread the music around so it wouldn't seem like one person could create fully produced tracks at rates faster than any known person in the history of the human race. He has a network of bots listening to them at a rate of around 661,440 streams per day. Oh, yeah. I thought it looked familiar. My wife had sent this one to me before. It's probably been talked about on some of the other shows too. But yeah, this is he pulled it off by creating randomized song and artist names that were convincing enough to provide an air of legitimacy. Garbage, total nonsense band names like Calm Identity and Zygotic Washstands. And many thousands of others, according to the indictment. Variety reports that a nonprofit group called the Mechanical Licensing Collective, which ensures musical artists get the royalties they are owed from streaming services, confronted him in 2023. They thought something smelt fishy, so they looked into the billions of streams associated with Smith. He denied any wrongdoing. He now faces up to 20 years in prison for each of the charges. But I thought Spotify was welcoming AI music, so maybe I heard wrong about that. How the government can use the word conspiracy, but if one does, we become Looney Tunes. Oh, I got a new synth. PWM Malevolent. All right. So this is, well, let's wrap this one up first here. This is pretty messed up, but it's not surprising nowadays that people are using this. People are using AI music to defraud Spotify, but I mean, this is the future, though. If you slaps covered with AI, I can believe that. Everything's getting a lot of this AI stuff. Now, I will admit, there's one genre of AI that I have a little bit of a soft spot for when it comes to music, and it is there are people that are putting out these really ridiculous they're putting out these really ridiculous songs with really like vulgar titles, and it's like, those Christmas ones like Santa punched your grandma and took a shit underneath your Christmas tree, and like, oh, this is a newly found classic from 1975. Some of that stuff is kind of funny, I will admit. It is kind of funny. Like, I don't know. It's just because it's so over the top ridiculous, but yeah, I mean, I think that's the best use for AI music. But so let's see what we got here. So Semtex Cow got a new synth, PWM Malevolent. Let me see if I can find this thing, and I'll take a look at it. Okay. Ooh. Get a look at this. Look at this. It's a modular analog synth cohabiting the modular and synthesized world. It boasts multiple connectivity options for endless patching capabilities. This is pretty wild. So it's like some kind of almost a hybrid between one and one for 2 years. Yeah. I could see why. This is like kind of a hybrid between modular and like a regular synth. That's pretty cool. And just to have it all kind of in one box. Hey, Hetriani, Merry Christmas. Welcome. And it sounds evil. I bet it does. This thing looks absolutely sick. This is crazy. So, let's see. What the hell? Let's just watch this promo video. It's only... Wow. That is pretty freaking sick. Merry Christmas, Hugh Caldwell. Welcome. We're taking a look at this synth that Semtex Cal got for Christmas. They got so many on the screen you can barely even see them. Wow. That is wild. Well, I think that's a pretty good score right there. I think that's a pretty sweet score. Santa was good to you. I will say that. Gore Team said, I got a flute for Christmas. I can only make horrible sounds so far. Well, you'll get there. I dig the hell out of that. Me too. I'm blown away by this. I really don't have a lot of analog synths. In fact, I don't have any analog synths. True analog synths, so even like hardware synths. The one is back in my display. It's the old ye old micro Korg, and I have one of my other most prized synths that I have, and it's very niche. It's the Yamaha DJX keyboard, which, if you don't know about the Yamaha DJX keyboard, it was a keyboard that Yamaha made back in like around 1999, 1998, I think it came out, and it was supposed to be like, it's geared towards like the dance music that was really popular at that time, and so it's kind of like a Casio or something, but it's all dance music and it's all like synth sounds and stuff. It's very cool, and it even had like a really primitive vocoder, I think, in it. Or no, it had a sampler. I don't know about the vocoder. It had a sampler in it. So yeah, I think I did a video a long time ago about the Yamaha DJX keyboard. But yeah, that's a pretty sweet synth. I like that. Nice one. All right. Rather ask for hardware lol or big. Oh, yeah, take the flute to Bandcamp. This one time at Bandcamp, Gore Team says, got to jam on Billiam's DJX2 last time I was over there. So cool. Yeah, the DJX2 is a little bit different. And there seems to be some debate. Like, there's some things it does better, and then there's other things that it's not as good. Like, I know, like, with MIDI, it's not quite as sophisticated, but it has more variety of sounds, I think, maybe. Hey, Mike Herrera, welcome. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals, and a Happy New Year. I still think, by the way, I'm going to do, let's just stop for a minute for a controversial opinion. Potentially controversial opinion. Home Alone 2, better than Home Alone 1. I just dropped that bomb. That bomb just dropped. Home Alone 2. Better than Home Alone 1. What do we think? Semtex Cal agrees. We got agreement from Secret Legacy. Semtex Cal watching it earlier. There you go. Home Alone 2 is the best. Maybe not such a controversial opinion after all. Not that I don't like the first one. And then they made like 50 gazillion. Actually, They made a bunch of, I think a lot of them were like direct to video. But go and watch after this show. You can go check out Gabby Bell, and she actually did a whole video like a week or so ago about all the Home Alones. Not the ones that you've seen, but the other ones with different people and stuff. And it's pretty fascinating, like the whole history of Home Alone, the Home Alone series, and they got to be pretty bad. They got to be pretty bad, but then I think the last one was actually not that bad. but I haven't seen it. On the Collective is obsessing over MIDI jam music on YouTube because it reminds me of Casio sounds. Like Casios have MIDI out. Yeah, I got a bunch of Casio keyboards. I have like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them. Home Alone 1 sucks so bad that a blind guy gets bored after 2 minutes of useless boy screams and no character development. Home Alone 1 is not bad. It's a classic. It will always be a classic. It's got John Candy in it. One of the last roles that he played, I think. Somebody taken way too young from us. Great entertainer. Got an all-star cast in that film, and but the second one adds a little more depth to the story, and you got Tim Curry's in it. Holy shit, Tim Curry, man, he was so good back in the day. Hey, Still Iller, welcome. Merry Christmas. All right. We have to talk about this article here. This is not music related, but it's fun. Miller High Life is making cologne that says it smells like a dive bar. Because you know what I've always wanted? I've always said I want to go out and I want to smell like a dive bar. Well, let's find out about how we can do that. Dive bars generally aren't the best smelling of places. That's an understatement. Stale beer, sweat, and often despair linger in the air, but the beers are cheap and the company is largely non-judgmental. If you just can't get enough of that scent, though, Miller High Life is rolling out a cologne that will let you proudly wear it around town. Miller High Life Dive Bar Fume will go on sale tomorrow. A bottle will run you $40, which would buy a lot of beer at most dive bars. So what exactly does this perfume smell like? While we haven't gotten a whiff ourselves, Miller says it, quote, captures every familiar dive bar scent from the satisfying crack of a freshly opened beer to the comforting, savory taste of classic bar snack. You know what? That's not quite the description that I would necessarily go for dive bar smell. Gore Team could go for some Uncle Buck pancakes. There you go. What's up, Stephen Ewart? Merry Christmas. Yeah, beer and vomit and sweat and cigarettes. I would have thought maybe more of those kind of smells. Smokes and dirty urinal. Yeah, that's probably a bit closer than what they describe sounds somewhat pleasant. To achieve that, the maker of the fragrance blended a variety of scents. Cedarwood and patchouli are included. Well, patchouli, okay, that could work. That could work. Bring the smell of the bar top to mind. Tobacco and leather are blended in to recreate the bar stool smell. Please tell us you're not sniffing the bar stool at a dive bar. That would be a bad idea. Yeah, that's to say the least. Champaca Blossom is included to recreate the smell of a Miller High Life opening. An odd choice, since flowers are not what comes to mind when most beers are popped, especially Miller High Life. And sea salt, meant to bring the smell of a basket of fries, are the final blend. Not included, apparently, is the smell of that guy at the end of the bar who's always there, regardless of when you visit. As with many brands, Miller High Life has lots of merchandise for its loyal customers, other offerings, which were previously on sale, a holiday stocking, hoodie. Okay, that's basically an advertisement for Miller High Life. But cigarettes, more cigarettes, and beer. And urine on the floor. Smell of crab shampoo. Oh my goodness. It's great. Hey, Wayak, welcome. Merry Christmas. That's so I know all of you are going to be, this story is so Pittsburgh coded. Yeah, we have more dive bars per capita than probably any city in the world. We specialize in dive bars here in the Steel City. So you don't have to get this cologne. You can just go out to one of the many dive bars and you'll find you'll come home smelling exactly the way you want or don't want. Let's see here. Secret Legacy says, I did Uber for 6 hours yesterday. Most people smelled okay. Some a bit boozy. Yeah. Well, it's not so much the people. It's when you put all those people together in a tiny space and with inadequate ventilation and, people get a little crazy and it gets a bit ripe in there. Especially on, holiday time when everybody's off work and everybody's there. Semtex Cal says if you don't walk downstairs to get in, not good enough. Yeah. That's another thing that you're not just any crabs, but stewed crab. Right on, right on. Let's see what else. We might have time for one or two more stories here before I go to my final things. Texas police seize over 34,000 stolen avocados from semi-truck. Astonishing number of stolen avocados. Okay, fuck off. I don't care. The Texas police uncovered a delicious and unexpected surprise during a recent traffic stop after learning of a cargo theft. Reported to the Laredo Police Department, the Hill County Sheriff's Office was notified on December 13th that an 18-wheeler believed to be connected to the crime was in the area. Hill County Sheriff's Deputy Ty Hardy and a Texas DPS trooper found a semi-truck with a description and license plate matching the report traveling north on Interstate 35. They pulled the truck over, but were surprised by what was hiding inside. More than 34,000 avocados. That's a lot of guacamole. Holy guacamole. We believe this to be the largest stolen avocado recovery in the history of Hill County, and it was certainly Deputy Hardy's largest stolen avocado recovery of his career. Well, I mean, how many avocado recoveries do you have in your career? That's the first question. The Laredo Police Department requested that the driver be released. Tens of thousands of stolen avocados, which were held in a refrigerated trailer, have been taken to a secure location to be transferred to the victim company. No avocados were harmed during the incident. Thank goodness. We're glad the avocados are safe. What will millennials put on their toast if they didn't have that? In the comments under the police department's post, the avocado-themed jokes continued. I bet the other officers were green with envy. Do I have... There we go. I knew I had one. We should have an avocado festival and then do it every year to celebrate the day that the avocados were saved. Another suggested, when are we making guacamole? Another question right up there with the great avocado train robbery of 1870. Read another comment. Nice job. Fentanyl avocados. I bet they were heading for the Mexican border. But they were heading the other direction. They're heading out. Guacamole. Well, so if you wonder why avocado prices suddenly skyrocket, this may be part of the reason why. Who knows? Your next avocado toast may cost a little bit more. This is interesting. Surgeons removed 2.5-inch hairball from teen with rare Rapunzel syndrome. First question, what the hell is Rapunzel syndrome? After a month of unexplained bouts of stomach pain, an otherwise healthy 16-year-old girl arrived at the emergency department of Massachusetts General Hospital actively retching and in severe pain. A CT scan showed nothing unusual in her innards, and her urine and blood tests were normal. The same was found 2 weeks prior when she had arrived at a different hospital complaining of stomach pain. She was discharged home with instructions to take painkillers, a medication for peptic ulcers, and another to prevent nausea and vomiting. The painkiller didn't help, and she didn't take the other two medications. Her pain worsened and something was clearly wrong. When she arrived at Massachusetts General, her stomach was tender, her heart rate was elevated. When doctors tried to give her a combination of medications for common causes of abdominal pain, she immediately vomited them back up. So, her doctor set out to unravel the mystery, started by considering the most common conditions that could explain her abdominal pain before moving on to the rarer possibilities. In a case study recently published by New England Journal of Medicine, doctors recounted how they combed through a list that included constipation, gastritis, disorders of the gut-brain interaction, delayed stomach emptying brought on by an infection, lactose intolerance, gallbladder disease, pancreatitis, and celiac disease. But each one could be dismissed fairly easily. Her pain was severe and came on abruptly, had no fever or diarrhea, and no recent history of an infection. Her gallbladder and pancreas looked normal on imaging. Hairy details. Is KVK here? KVK! What's up? Merry Christmas. Welcome. There were rarer causes, mechanical problems with tenderness and intermittent severe pain, and obstruction in her gut seemed like a good fit. And this led them to one of the rarest and unexpected possibilities, Rapunzel syndrome. I wouldn't have guessed that either. Based on the girl's presentation, doctors suspected that a bezoar had formed in her stomach, growing over time and intermittently blocking the passage of food, causing pain. A bezoar is a foreign mass formed from accumulated material that has been ingested. A bezoar can form from a clump of dietary fiber, a phytobezoar from a glob of pharmaceutical products like extended release capsules, enteric-coated aspirin, or iron, a pharmacobezoar. Then there's the third option, a tangle of hair, a trichobezoar. Well, there you go. Hair is resistant to digestion and isn't easily moved through the digestive system. As such, it often gets lodged in folds of the gastric lining, denatures, and then traps food and gunk to form a mass. Over time, it will continue to collect material, growing into a thick, matted wad. So it's basically a hairball. This girl had a hairball, is what happened. Thank you, Semtex Cal. Really appreciate it. Merry Christmas. Okay. Of all the bezoars, trichobezoars are the most common. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Maybe it's bezoars. Jeff Bezos? I don't know. None of them are particularly easy to spot. But this trichobezoar was particularly rare. From the mottled mat, it dangled down from the stomach and into the small bowel, which is an extremely uncommon condition called Rapunzel syndrome, named after the fairy tale character who lets down her long hair. Wow. I wouldn't have guessed that was the reason for the name either. Very weird. Surgeons recovered a hairball of about 2.5 inches wide, along with the dangling hair that reached into the small intestine. That's pretty messed up. I didn't know that was a thing that could happen, but now we have a new thing that, and yes, Bezos is as bad as a hairball. You're absolutely right. But no, I have another thing that I have to worry about could potentially happen to me, and that would be getting a giant hairball and that extends down into my small intestine. New fear unlocked. There we go. We're learning new things today. Licking. I've been like a cat. Oh, I've been like a cat licking herself like a cat. Stop reading this one. You do not have a hairball. Yeah. Well, I actually got my hair cut the other day, so that should help with that. All right. Well, we only have a few minutes left. So I'm going to get into this final thing, and I'm going to play you what is one of my favorite Christmas pieces of music. I don't know that I would call it a Christmas song because most people probably have never heard it. So years ago, there's, we all know Rankin Bass, okay? They create all of the Christmas television shows that, you probably grew up watching. Maybe some of you have seen this one, but I'm thinking this is a bit more niche. So in the 1950s, this Basil Rathbone created a play made for television. It was called The Stingiest Man in Town. Okay, I have to defend this piece of music. I'm going to play it for you, and I'm going to give a little bit of a defense for our buddy Mr. Scrooge, who's in this one. Now, this is a song I've always loved. This song. It's a song from this TV show, and this one is called Humbug. And so I'm going to play this for you, and then I'm going to give a defense because they really try to paint Scrooge in a bad light here, and I actually think it's not quite fair. But you can be the judge. Here we go. Let's watch this.
Oh, look, Mr. Scrooge. Your nephew Fred is coming to pay you a call.
What's that fool want?
I like him, sir. His smile warms my heart.
Merry Christmas, Uncle Scrooge.
Humbug!
Oh, be merry, Uncle Scrooge.
Ha, 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 ha! What's so merry on Christmas Day? The merry money you throw away, the merry bills you have to pay. When you say Merry Christmas, I say bah!
Here's a present, Uncle Scrooge.
Humbug! I think you are a fool to waste your cash. What's the present you always buy? A handkerchief or an awful tie? Look at this tie and you'll know why. When I get Christmas presents, I say trash.
It's you.
But everything at Christmas is so jolly and lively. The Christmas trees and wreaths of holly.
Poison ivy.
The girls and boys who dream about St. Nicholas.
St. Nicholas? Ridiculous!
Don't you like him, Uncle Scrooge?
Humbug!
Good old Nicholas.
That's a lot of slush! I abominate old St. Nick. His reckless spending makes me sick. I think St. Nick's a lunatic. When you say old St. Nicholas, I say bosh!
Oh, don't be angry, Uncle. Come dine with us tomorrow.
Christmas dinner, what a repugnant, revolting institution.
Oh, don't you like a juicy Christmas turkey?
Detest it!
Plum pudding with a brandy sauce.
Can't digest it!
You'll get a mellow feeling for humanity.
Humanity! Insanity!
You'll enjoy it, Uncle Scrooge.
Humbug! It may be fun for you, but not for me. I'm not merry on Christmas Day. I'm never happy, I'm never gay. If you think I could feel that way, then you are just as stupid as can be. If you think I'd be merry and chirp like a canary, then you are even dumber than a dumb bug. When you say Merry Christmas, I say nonsense, fiddlesticks, poppycock, and just plain humbug. Humbug! 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 Humbug!
All right, there we go. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, but you know what? Like they try to paint Scrooge here in a bad light, and he's making a lot of good points. You know, you waste your money on gifts that people don't really want. We all do that. Some people do it more than others, but yeah. I mean, and like he says if you like Christmas, that's fine. He doesn't. Leave him alone. He's actually trying to give you sound advice. He's a little bit mean about it. Yeah, okay. But like, I don't know. I think he's got a point. He's got a point. Let the man live his life, you know? Let him live his life. He doesn't like Christmas. Whatever. Get over it. Scrooge. Anyway, but I love that song. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Thank you, Frank. What year was that from? This was from 1976, I believe. No, 1978. It was 1978. This used to air on TV all the time when I was a kid. That's the only reason I saw it. And by the way, that is the late, great Walter Matthau playing Scrooge in that one. So if you recognize the voice, it is the grumpy old man. It's very well cast in this one. Yeah, it's a cool tune. It's a cool tune. You didn't have to sing about it. Yeah. Well, this guy's coming over and he's, in his face and stuff. Like, just leave him alone, man. Because he doesn't want to do it. That's fine. Well, let it be. Let it be. Well, we've had a lot of fun here tonight. I hope you guys have. I appreciate y'all being here. We will be back with You Rock next week, so you can go ahead and send your tracks in, bit.ly/You Rock submit, or just go to the website, thomaschrist.net. And Grumpy Old Men was a great movie, absolutely. But yeah, so now we're gonna go, because I'm probably gonna get a copyright claim for that anyway. So we're gonna go out with my favorite rendition of a holiday classic, and this one is Oh Holy Night. I think I've played this on the channel before on Christmas, but it's got to be a Christmas tradition. So here we go. You've probably heard this before. If you haven't been living under a rock, you've probably heard this rendition of Oh Holy Night. But let's go out with this. right, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is the night of our dear Savior's birth. Long lay the world in sin and
Starts off a bit slow, but gets good.
Till he appeared, and the soul felt its worth. A thrill of hope, the weary world rejoices, for yonder breaks a new and glorious morn. Fall on your knees. Oh, hear the angels' voices. Oh, night divine. Oh, night when Christ was born. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine.
Oh my God.
You know, it was a divine night. Oh, night divine.
You know, that night, it was divine. That is the great. That will never get old. That will never get old. And check out, there's actually a video of this guy. His name is Steve Maudlin, I believe. Yeah, Steve Maudlin. He actually did it. He actually reprised this. By the way, thank you very much, Frank, for the super chat. He's like, I'll pay you to stop it. Ruining Christmas. Oh God. He redid it, but it wasn't as. It was actually not quite as bad as the original. Anyway. Oh man. All right. Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you had a happy one. And you know what I always say: much love, take care, and most importantly, keep on rocking. We're gonna keep rocking right into 2025. So I'm going to be coming out with some videos of my best of and worst of 2025, just in a broad sense, not necessarily about the community or anything, just in the world in general. So stay tuned for that. Gotta light a candle now. There was the result. Telling your kids they have talent. Well, I mean, the whole story actually was, not to, the guy talks about it on the other video, but He composed that music, I guess, and he's not really a singer. They had done the whole thing with a choir and stuff, and then he just like did that for shits and giggles, and then somehow it ended up on the internet, and you know what happens when stuff ends up on the internet. So anyway, that's the story. That's the story. So take care. Much love, everybody. Feel that Christmas spirit, and keep on rocking. I'll see ya. And don't forget, Jade has Russ on tomorrow on the interview for the big new Music for Life charity compilation album. Don't miss that. 4 p.m. Eastern time. Go and set a reminder. And yeah, I will. I'll definitely see you there. And again, keep rocking, everyone. Bye bye. Merry Christmas.